Hello friends, in today's lecture we will discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature of compounds containing functional group, multiple bonds and substituents. We will discuss about the rules of IUPAC nomenclature of compounds which contain functional group, multiple bonds and substituents. So first rule is select the longest possible chain of carbon atoms containing the functional group and the maximum number of multiple bonds as the parent chain without caring whether it also denotes the longest possible carbon chain or not. So first rule is select the longest possible chain of carbon atoms which contain the functional group and maximum number of multiple bonds as the parent chain without caring whether it is also a longest possible carbon chain or not. For example, we explain it with one example. Suppose we have a compound like CH3 CH2 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 CH3. Here at this position, suppose we have a substituent CH2OH. So here is the longest. If we see the longest possible chain, we start the numbering from this end. 1 2 3 4 5. So longest possible chain is of 5 carbon atoms, but according to the rule we have to number from that end which contain the longest possible chain of carbon atoms also contain the functional group. So here OH is the functional group. So we will start the numbering of this compound CH3 CH2 CH CH2 OH CH2 CH3. We start the numbering from this end. This is OH is a functional group. So number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. So longest possible chain is of 4 carbon atoms. So this is the correct method because it also contains a functional group. Not only we don't care for the longest chain. This is the first one is the incorrect method and second one is the correct method. We will start the numbering from the functional group carbon atom, that is from this carbon atom 1 2 3 and 4. So longest chain is of butane. It is a butane derivative. Now one more example which explain this fact, like we have CH3 CO CH3 CH double bond CH2, then CH2 CH3. Now in this case the longest possible chain is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 of 7 carbon atoms, but we have to select the number in that way that parent chain contain the functional group as well as the double bond. Parent chain contain the functional group as well as the double bond. It has only, so we will number the same compound CO CH CH3 we number this compound like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 carbon atoms. So it also contain a double bond. This is a double bond and this is the functional group, keto group. So the longest chain is in this case is of 6 carbon atom rather than 7 carbon atoms. 6 carbon atoms rather than 7 carbon atoms. So first method is incorrect. Second one is the correct method. Correct method. So our first rule is select the longest possible chain of carbon atoms containing the functional group and maximum number of multiple bonds as the parent chain without caring whether it also denotes the longest possible chain of carbon atoms or not. The second rule is lowest locant rule for the functional group. Lowest locant rule for the functional group. Lowest locant rule for the functional group. Now number the parent chain in such a way that the functional group gets the lowest locant even if it violates the lowest set of locant rule for substituents. We number the parent chain in such a way that the functional group gets the lowest locant. For example, CS3, CH, CS3, CS2, CO, CS2, CS3. Now in this case, if we number in that way, in this case methyl is a substituent and ketone is a functional group. In this case methyl is a substituent and ketone is a functional group. So we start the numbering. This is a substituent. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if we start the numbering from this side, methyl is a substituent and it will get the second position, and ketone, that is a functional group, it gets the fourth position. But we have to number this compound from the side where functional group gets the lowest number, lowest locant. Means we start the numbering from this end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this is the correct method. Here we ketone group gets the third position and methyl group gets the fifth position. So we will give preference to the functional group so that it gets the lowest number as compared to the substituent. So this is the correct method and upper one is the incorrect method. So second rule is the lowest locant rule for the functional group. Number the parent chain in such a way that the functional group gets the lowest locant even if violates the lowest set of locant rule for substituents. We don't care for the substituents, that they will get the lowest locant position. Now one more example, CS3, 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 CH2, CH, CH2OH, CH3. Now in this case we will give preference to this functional group so that we start the numbering from this end, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is the correct method. We will not start numbering from this methyl group. We will not start numbering from this methyl group so that these methyl substituents they get the lowest number. We will give preference to this functional group so that the functional group gets the lowest number. We will start numbering from this end. So it is a derivative of pentene, because in this case we get two locant are, where locants are in this case they are at the second position and 4, 4, 2, 4, 4. If we start the numbering from this end, we get the locant from 2 to 4, but this is incorrect. We did not start the numbering from the methyl side. We start the numbering from the functional group side. We will give preference to the functional group over these substituents. So we will prefer that this functional group will get the lowest locant in comparison to these substituents. Now if the parent chain in addition to functional group also contain a double or a triple bond or both the locants for the multiple bond, they are automatically fixed once the lowest locant is assigned to the functional group. We will give preference to the functional group in comparison to the double or triple bond. When we give our preference to the functional group, their positions are automatically the positions for double and triple bonds, they are automatically assigned. For example, CH3 CO CH double bond CH CH2 C triple bond C triple bond C in this case we will give preference to this functional group so that it gets the lowest number. We will give we will start numbering from this end 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So once we assign we give preference to this functional group, the position of double and triple bond, they are automatically assigned. In this case we will start numbering from this end so that keto group will get the lowest locant. So this is the correct method. So if the parent chain contain also in addition to the functional group, they also contain a double or triple bond or both, the locants for the multiple bond, they are automatically fixed once the lowest locant is assigned to the functional group. Now in this case we get the, if we start the numbering 1 2 3 4 5 6, here we also, if we continue from to this end, we also get 4 5 6. But in this case there here is double bond is at the fourth position. Now in this case double bond is at the fourth position while triple bond is at the fifth position. So we will give preference to this route in which we will get double bond is at the lowest locant in comparison to the triple bond. So we will give the numbering in this way, and CH2 C triple bond CH, it will take as a substituent. So name of this compound will be, because we have a substituent at third position, we have a third at third, that is we will give numbering to this substituent 1 2 and 3. So it is prop derivative prop second position hyphen 2 inyl. Our basic hex hyphen 4 in 2 on. This is our basic name for the compound. We will take this group as a substituent. So at third position we have second position prop 2 inyl, basic compound is of 6 carbon hex. At the fourth position we have double bond 4 in 2 on. So this is another example. If we have compound like CH3 CO CH double bond, here we have substituent CH2 CH double bond CH2, and in this case we have C triple bond C CH3 C CH3. In this case we will give numbering 1 2 3 4 5 6. So in this case if we take the numbering to another side 4 5, 6. We will get double bond at 5th position. Here we will get triple bond at 4th position. So we'll take this route because triple bond is nearer to the functional group and it will get the lowest locant. So this will take as this group will considered as a substituent. We number it as 1, 2, 3. So basic name is of hexane. So at 3rd position we have prop 2 enyl, prop 2 enyl, then it is a hex derivative hex, then hex at 4 ine 2 ohm. This is the name of this compound. Now next rule is numbering the chain terminating functional groups. Some groups which always get the first number, chain terminating functional groups. When a chain terminating functional group like CHO, this is a chain terminating functional group, carboxylic group, ester group, amide group, chloride group, cyanide group. These are chain terminating functional group. They are always given number 1 position and they always given the number 1 position, and in these cases number 1 is usually omitted from the final name. We will not mention number 1 for these for the presence of these groups. For example, CH3 CH2 CH COOH CH2 CH3. Now this is the compound. Now we know that this is the carboxylic group and it will get the first position. So we will start the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. This group will be considered as a substituent. So at 2nd position we have 2 ethyl butene and this is oic acid. We will not mention the position for this group, first position. We simply write 2 ethyl butanoic acid. We will give preference to these chain terminating group. It will always get the number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 ethyl butanoic acid. However, in some examples, the numerical locant 1 is always included when another numerical locant appears in the same name. For example, CH3, there is no, in this case this is simple, that is the 2 at 2nd position ethyl, so name is 2 ethyl butanoic acid. But sometimes we also add numerical 1 for this terminal group. For example, CH3 double bond CH2OH. So we will start the numbering from this functional group side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 compound. So name will be but 2 in 1 ol. But 2 in 1 ol. Here we describe the number 1 for the functional group. Similarly, CH3 CH2 CH3 CHO CH2 CH3. Here is we count the numbering from this end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we have at 2nd position we have ethyl, 2nd position. This is ethyl, this is methyl. 2 ethyl hyphen 2 methyl Then we have butane 1 al, butanol, butane 1 al. Now, if a compound contains two or more like functional groups, the numerical prefix like di, tri, tetra, etc., they are used, and the terminal e from the primary suffix is retained while writing the IUPAC name. For example, if more than same like compounds, like same groups, they are present, like this compound, it is ethane derivative at 1 2 we have two all group, so di will be added to the suffix from the suffix ethane 1 to diol, ethane 1 to diol. Similarly, like CH3 CO CH2 CO CH3. So we name 1 2 3 4 5 pentane 2 4 dione, pentane 2 4 dione. Similarly, similarly COOH. Here the name is ethane. Here is ethane. Ethane 1,2-dioic acid. Here we add the di. Then another name is like CH2, CH2, OH, OH, OH. So name will be propene hyphen 1, 2, 3 triol 3 1, 2, 3 triol propane 1, 2, 3 triol. So this is all about the nomenclature of compounds containing one functional group, multiple bonds and substituents. So basic rules are: select the longest possible chain of carbon atoms containing the functional group and maximum number of multiple bonds as the parent chain without caring whether it is the longest chain or not. So second rule is lowest locant rule for the functional group. So name the parent chain in such a way that the functional group will get the lowest locant even if it violates the lowest set of locant rule for substituents. And third rule is numbering the chain terminating functional group. When there is a chain terminating functional group such as aldehyde, carboxylic, ester, amide, acid chloride, cyanide, they are present, they are always given preference, they are always given the number 1, and number 1 is usually omitted from the final name of the compound. And if more than one like functional groups are present, we will use numerical prefixes like di, tri, tetra, etc. for writing the name of the compound. So we will also do some practice question. For example, we have a compound C2H5. For example, C double bond CH2 CH2OH. Now in this case we have functional group. So functional group is given preference over double or triple bond. So we will start the numbering from this end: 1, 2. Here we will get 3 and 4, but we will give preference to double bond. We will go this side: 1, 2, 3. At second position we have a substituent. So at second position we have ethyl group, 2 ethyl, 3 carbon atom chain. So basic name will be prop, 2 in 1 ol. So this is the name of the compound. This is the name of the compound. One more example. For example, we have compound here we have a compound COOCOH. Like this is our compound. So this is a basically this group is a anhydride group. Anhydride group. So this is a anhydride of, this is from ethanoic acid and this is from methanoic acid. So this is name is ethanoic methanoic anhydride. Ethanoic methanoic anhydride. Now one more example. CH3 2. Here we have double bond CH3. First we'll open up this compound. This is CH3 double bond CH3. So we will give preference to this functional group. So in this case numbering will be start from this end: 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basic derivative of pentane. At fourth position we have methyl substituent. So name will be 4 methyl. Then it is a derivative of pent hyphen 3 in 2 on, and 3 in 2 on. So this is the name of a compound. Now for example, CS3 CHO CH3 CHO. So this is the terminal chain terminating group. Get then first position, second and third. In this case the name will be here is second position we have, this is a methoxy group, 2 methoxy 2 methoxypropane 1 al propanol, 2 methoxypropane 1 al methoxypropanol. One more example, CH2 double bond CHCN. So this is a chain terminating group, gets the first number 2 3. So prop 2 in 1, this is called nitrile, 1 nitrile, prop 2 in 1 nitrile. So now this is all about the nomenclature of compound containing one functional group, multiple bonds and substituents. If you have any queries regarding the nomenclature of these compounds, you can write in the comment box. If you like this video, kindly like and subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you very much.